In 6th class science, we are discussing rain. Where does it come from? So if you observe this picture, here we have an umbrella. We all know that we use umbrella in rainy seasons. You all might have experienced rainy seasons rain. Now, any time did you thought, why do we get rains? What is the reason behind getting rains? And from where do we get rains from? Yes, we all know where do we get rains from. We get rains from the clouds. After the clouds formation, from the clouds we are going to get rain in the form of water droplets. So first, and we all know rain is in the form of water. When it is raining, it will rain in the form of water, and sometimes in very cool places it also rains in the form of snow. So this is different types of rains we observe. So now first we are going to see actually what are the forms of water. Before discussing why do we get rains, what is the reason behind getting rains, now we are going to discuss actually what are the forms of water. If you see here the forms of water, we have three forms of water. One is solid. Solid. See, solid, whenever I say solid, it is a very hard substance. For example, you can take a book. Book is a hard substance. If you take a brick, brick is also a hard substance which have a very definite shape, which have a very proper shape, and it will be hard. So all those substances we call them as solids. Now if you see the solid form of water, the solid form of water is ice. Ice have a definite shape and it is hard. So the solid form of water is ice. Next we have liquid. When I say liquid, liquid is not hard, and always all the liquids are flowy. It will be flowy, and it does not have a proper shape, but always it takes the shape of the container. If you pour the liquid in the glass, it takes the shape of the glass. If you pour the liquid in a bowl, it takes the shape of a bowl. So, the liquid form of water is water only. The water we are seeing every day in the rivers, seas, oceans, or in our water bottles, or in the form of rain, all that liquid, the liquid form of water is water only. And the next third form we have is gaseous form. This is the third form of water. The third form of water is gaseous form. The gaseous form of water is vapor. So you all might have been observed this vapor whenever we are boiling the water. If you boil the water, when it is boiling, after it boils, while it is boiling, you can observe the vapor escaping into the atmosphere or into the surroundings. The vapor, the gaseous form, escapes into the atmosphere, and this vapor, once if it mixes with the air, we cannot see the vapor. Once if it mixes with the air, we cannot see. As you all know, now also we cannot see the air, just we can feel the air. You cannot see the air. Air is everywhere, but you cannot find it out. In the same way, vapor also, when you are boiling the liquid, it is going to escape. The vapor is formed and it is going to escape into the air, and you cannot see the vapor. It mixes with the air or surroundings. So these are the three forms of water. Now if you see here, we have ice here. We have ice. Can you convert this ice into water? Can you convert this ice into water? Yes, we can convert ice into water. But how? If you heat the ice will melt and it converts into water. Then, if you want to convert water into steam or vapor, can you do it? Yes, you can do it. Again, the same water, you have to heat it. When you heat the same water, it converts into steam. That is water vapor, which is in gaseous form. Okay, this is fine. But can I interchange? Can I interchange? Can I do irreversible process or reversible process? For example, here. Now I want to convert the steam into water. Can I do? Yes, I know ice I can convert into water by heating it, and water I can convert into steam by heating it. In the same way, I want to convert steam into water now. Can I convert steam into water? Yes, I can convert steam into water by cooling. When you cool the steam, then the water droplets you can see. So, after cooling the steam, you can see the water. Now, can I convert water into ice? Yes, obviously. We can convert water into ice again by cooling. If you take a glass of water and if you put it in a deep freezer, after some time you can see the ice formation. So, you have to know that all these forms of water are interchangeable. It can change from one state to the other state. Easily we can change the forms of water into different states. So, the forms of water are interchangeable. Now, we are going to discuss about the important term, that is evaporation, in this lesson. Evaporation is very important. What is the meaning of evaporation? Before exactly seeing what is meaning of evaporation, first we are going to see a small activity. First, what we have to do, we have to take a bowl. In that bowl you have to pour water, keep it in a stove and try to boil the water. So when we heat water, which is kept in a bowl by using stove, we may observe water vapor coming out. Water vapor may be coming out. So, when water is heated, it gets converted into water vapor and mixes with the air. When you heat the water, what happens? Water vapor will be coming out and it starts mixing with the air. If you remember this interchanging process here, if you connect this interchanging process here, if you heat the water, what happens? If you heat the water vapor, that is nothing but steam, is going to come out and it is going to mix with the air. In the same way, here also it is going to happen. Okay? And if you observe one more thing, after washing our clothes, generally we try to hang our clothes outside. Do you know why we hang our clothes outside? Obviously to dry. If you want your clothes to be dry, then you are going to hang out outside after washing. So how it is going to dry? How the water from the cloths are going to disappear? Where the water is going? Anytime did you think where the water is going from the cloths? So here the same process will happen. Just now we have seen a bowl of water. The same process is going to happen. What is that? When you hang the clothes outside, due to the sun heat, you are heating here heat. So due to the sun heat, the water which is present in the cloths are going to convert into water vapor and get mixed up in the air. Okay, due to the sun's heat, the water which is present in the cloths is going to convert into water vapor and it is mixed up in the air. So the process of water changing into water vapor, the process of water changing into water vapor is called evaporation. So in this two process, you can see evaporation is going on. When you are hanging the clothes outside also, you can observe that evaporation is going on. Okay. Sun's heat. Due to sun's heat, the water which is present in the cloths are converting into water vapor and it is mixing up with the air. So, this is evaporation. The process of water changing into water vapor is called evaporation. So, this is all about today's class. Tomorrow we are going to continue with our further topic.